Good evening and welcome to Twin State Sports. I'm Zach Simonar. Playing for Charity was at the heart of Sunday's Mississippi State-Nebraska exhibition, but as it so turned out, the two teams had themselves a nice preseason battle that came right down to the end. The Bulldogs found themselves in a 23-point second-half deficit before digging out of it to draw within 4, but then dropped the practice game to the Cornhuskers 76-72. After scoring the first basket of the game to grab an early lead, Nebraska set the tone and wouldn't allow MSU to lead at any point for the remainder of the game. E.J. Datcher scored a team-high 12 points, and Eli Wright and Keyshawn Feazell each chipped in 10 in the loss. Even though it won't count as a win or loss for either team once the season starts, MSU had their chances to bring home a win, but a dreadful 1 of 13 showing from outside was what bit the Bulldogs the most. But what did the game do? Well, it opened Coach Howland's eyes with the start of the year right on the horizon.
It helps us so much because now our guys are going to be able to see we got a lot of things that we have to improve on to be the team we want to be. We've had 15 days of practice. It gave some guys a chance to see, gave me a chance to see, hey, Keyshawn Feazell is going to really help this program. I mean, that was a real bright point. I thought E.J. Datcher was an incredible bright point. I thought Eli Wright was an incredible bright point. I was really excited, especially about those three kids and how they played.
Following MSU's Saturday homecoming beatdown of Kentucky, a pair of Bulldogs were honored by the SEC as Players of the Week. Junior Montez Sweat was tabbed as the Defensive Lineman of the Week, while Deion Calhoun was named Offensive Lineman of the Week. Sweat turned in his most disruptive game of the season. He finished with a career-best 7 tackles, 2.5 tackles for loss while adding a sack and a half. On the front line, Calhoun made his 17th career start in right guard and helped pave the way to 282 yards on the ground for MSU against a Kentucky defense that ranked 10th against the run in the country. Mississippi State next visits Texas A&M on Saturday night. And a double whammy for the boys in Oxford, who dropped a 40-24 decision to LSU on Saturday. They also lost their starting quarterback, Shea Patterson, for the remainder of the season after he tore his PCL. Patterson, who went down in the second quarter lane, came back into the game but wasn't nearly as efficient. After taking another hit, he was replaced by Jordan Ta'amo, who threw for 78 yards on 7-11 passing. Now, Ta'amo is expected to get the start for the Rebels this weekend against Arkansas. It certainly wasn't pretty, but the New Orleans Saints did what it took to go on the road and score a win over the Green Bay Packers on Saturday. Drew Brees bounced back from 2 early interceptions, and the Saints beat a Packers team that was playing its first full game of the year without Aaron Rodgers. New Orleans fell behind quickly and even trailed early in the fourth quarter, but was able to make enough plays to win their 4th in a row.
Despite our 0-2 start, I think everybody believed that we were a really good football team, that just a few things here and there on both sides of the ball would result in a big change and get us going in the direction we wanted to go. And we stuck with that belief. And here we are, the winners of 4 in a row and trying to make it 5.
Now the Saints, they get to return home, play the Bears. Easy game. I don't know. Bears have won 2 in a row.
Yeah.
And if we could just get the ball into Tyreek Cohen's hands, the Bears guy.
Is he on your fantasy?
Yeah, that's all I need is for him.
I was going to say, everybody's a Saints fan. I don't really think they care about Tyreek Cohen.
I hope the Saints stop everybody but him.
Okay.